Hey guys, and welcome back or to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Majestic and I am a self-taught graphic designer. I do speed covers and Photoshop edits and tutorials. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy my content. Moving on, I've been getting some requests on tutorials on how to do book covers or fantasy covers. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a fantasy cover. But before I get into that, I want to let you guys know that I am now taking commissions on graphics, whether it's a book cover or a poster design, photo edits. I am taking commissions on that. So just DM me via Instagram and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Today we are going to be creating this fantasy cover here. We have this fantasy cover. Now when I think of fantasy, I oftentimes think of like fairies and elves and like forest creatures and stuff like that. So that's what I created here. I photoshopped Rihanna here onto a fairy, an elf, and I have a bear here. I like to incorporate animals into my graphics. I know I don't do it a lot, but I really do like the idea of incorporating animals into graphics. I don't know, it just makes it look a lot better. But I have some fairies here. There's a fairy right here, and there's one right here. I think there's 5 right here, and also right here, but you can barely see it. But yeah, so we're gonna recreate this, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to share with everyone you know. And oh yeah, so we're almost at 400 subscribers. I know that's probably not a lot, but I have had this channel for a long time now, and this is really big for me. It's a really big milestone for me. So thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing and letting me know your thoughts, and yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. So what I did was where I get most of my resources from, I usually get them from Pinterest. So for inspiration, I will search Wattpad covers and I will get some inspiration. I'll just start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I'll just take inspiration from there. But yeah, so for backgrounds, I will come to mostly Pinterest. If I see like a pack of something, like a zip file, I will go to DeviantArt for that, which is a really helpful place for resources. But yeah, today we're going to be using Pinterest and Google. So since this is a fantasy book cover, I'm going to be typing in forest. You can find all kinds of forest backgrounds. Oh, I really like this one. But yeah, you can find all types of forest backgrounds. There are some really good ones that I didn't even see the last time, but we'll just save it for later. I have a board where I just save everything that I can use in Photoshop. The background that I used was this one right here. So you're just gonna drag and drop it into your workspace, and you don't have to worry about any coloring right now. That I usually do towards the end, or if I'm working on something that needs to match the background, but right now we're good to go. So the next thing I did was I found like an elf picture, like an elven princess, so something like this. And what I did, and this is completely optional, you don't have to do this, I just wanted to add a little bit of spice to my cover. I changed the face to Rihanna, like so. And yeah, just pretty much copied her little like designs in her face on hers. So yeah, just get like a, you know, a white brush and start painting it on her face. But like I said, it's completely optional. You don't have to change the face if you don't want to. So what I found helpful, and I also want to mention, I know a few people are just starting out in Photoshop, so at the same time of me explaining how to do this fantasy cover, I'm also going to be explaining Photoshop and what some of the tools are as well. One thing that I've learned in Photoshop, and it's actually really helpful, guys, I'm telling you, for you beginners out there, this is a very helpful tool. You don't have to do much work with it. So if you come here, this is a selection tool right here. This is a quick selection tool, and as you can see, it's like a little tutorial. So if you get the Adobe Photoshop 2020, they'll give you like these little tutorials on each tool. But basically, you're going to click this, and it says up here, select subject. So when you push that, it's going to cut out the subject for you, so you don't have to do much work. As you can see, it did a pretty good job. It does a really good job at cutting things out. You might need to go back, like I need to go back here and kind of adjust the selection. But other than that, it did a really good job on selecting the subject. So after that, what I usually do is I come over here to select and mask, and this basically is it's just going to select your subject that you picked out, and it's going to show you all of these options. Now, these options are just a way to make the selection appear more clean, more crisp. This is a refine edge brush. So this is one of my favorite tools in Photoshop. You can use this tool to help you cut it out more evenly. So now we're gonna come over here to Smart Radius, and Smart Radius is also it's another like option to make it more crisp, more clean, especially when it comes to hair, because hair is very difficult to cut out in Photoshop. At least for me, I like to smooth it out a little bit, just a tiny bit. Now when you do smoothing, it may give you like a little bit of a cutout look, like a very rough cutout look, but you just have to put just a little tiny bit of that. Feather, I don't worry too much about, because this is what feather does. It just kind of like, I don't know, smooths out the edges a little bit too much. So I usually don't bother about that one. Contrast is, you know what, I really don't even know what contrast is. I can't even tell you. It's just there. Shift edge is when you want to take, like if you have like rough edges, so say you cut out an object, right, and there's like a bit of the background a little bit still in the picture, like you can't really see it here, but say there was some white here, you would put shift edge, and it'll basically cut out a little bit of that, so it'll give you more of, like I said 1,000 times already, a crisp, clean look. So after that, you're going to come to output to new layer. By you pressing new layer, it's going to cut that image out, and all you're gonna have is just what you've selected. So just like that. So we're going to take this, press and hold, and then drag it to our layer and adjust the size to how you want it. Now I want to put mine to be a good size, because like I said, I'm going to be adding the bear to it. In this picture, I'm not going to be doing the Rihanna, But if you want to know how to do a manip, I do have a video and I will link it down below so you guys can learn how to do a manip. So then, now that we have that cut out, you always want to, another thing, you always want to make sure that everything is properly proportionate, because there's been many times, and I'm not calling anyone out, I'm just saying, like, this is just some mistakes that I know I've went through and I've learned from, and I've seen other people making these mistakes as well. Especially if you're a beginner, it's very important to, and this is something that's helped me a ton, just try to think realistically. Like, if you're going to do a manip, okay, and you're trying to replace someone's head with someone else's, try to proportion it as much as possible, because it really sucks when you see a really good graphic and the face on that graphic is just way off. Like, the head is way too big, or the face is way too big, and the body's like really small. You want to make sure it looks right, and if it doesn't look right after however many times you tried it, then it's probably not the right picture for you to put on top of the original photo, if that makes sense. You want to test out pictures and make sure they have pretty much the same positions, which is what I did here. Rihanna, I don't know if you guys know that picture of Rihanna where she's like with her little buns in her hair, like those little space buns, and then she's like turning backwards. It worked perfect with this because they were like in the same position. So that's why that worked, and I'm really glad I was able to find that picture. I just wanted to let you guys know that. I hope that helps the beginners, whoever's watching my videos. And yeah, this is just some things that I've learned, and I want to help you guys out there who are just learning. I hope this video helped everyone. I hope this answered some of your questions. If you have questions, please don't ever hesitate to comment down below. I answer as soon as I can. I always reply back. You can also message me through Instagram to ask any questions. You can, I'll always answer. I'm always answering questions. Like I said before, I am open to commissions. If you guys want to purchase a graphic for book covers, poster designs, photo editing, anything along the lines of Photoshop, I'm open to taking your requests. So just message me through Instagram and I'll get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the nice comments and the views and the subscriptions from you all, and it really honestly just makes me feel really good that my work isn't going to waste. Like, people are actually watching me work. So yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to share this video, and please subscribe, because it helps me out a lot, and it lets me know that people are actually watching. And if you have any questions, comment them down below or message me via Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.